Hey guys, welcome to Always Lulu. So for this look, you just go ahead and start off with your foundation. You use whatever color you already have, matches your skin tone. I pretty much don't use it very much, just enough to get rid of the pinkness in my cheeks. But just apply however much you're used to. Then after you've finished that, I put on my powder. This on top of it just gets away any kind of a shiny look that it may have. And it's just kind of like a finishing coat to get you started moving on with your bronzer. For the bronzer, I use this palette that, as you can see, I've used forever. It's pretty much one slot that's all the way gone, and that's the one that I use. So just get just a little bit on your brush, not too much, and blend it in right underneath your cheekbone, working up towards your forehead and along down your chin line. It's up to you how much you want to put. I just put enough to add some contour on my face, but not too much so it stands out too far. Next for the blush, I'm just using this rosy pink that was in the same palette as the bronzer, and I'm putting it right above the bronzer that we already put on the cheek, but not too much because you don't want it to stand out, just want it to look like a natural glow that your cheeks have. Alright, so if you're blonde like me, this little tip when it comes to your eyebrows is super going to help. But go ahead and start off with brushing them out just so all the hair is going the right direction. And find an eyeshadow, actually just a nude eyeshadow that matches the color of your blonde hair. And then just use a little bit of a thin brush to work along the outsides of your eyebrows. It is so hard to find any pencil that seems to match my blonde, and so using the eyeshadow has been the biggest lifesaver that I've found so far. Whenever you're applying this, you can really use as much or as little as you want. I like to still have that very natural look, but I have to add enough to my eyebrows, otherwise they're pretty much not there. So just add however much you feel comfortable with, and you can form your eyebrows as much as you like. The eyeshadow, I'm using my Crown palette that I found at the makeup show, which has been a lifesaver. So I'm just getting like a bit of a rosy, dusty pink. And this is just going to go right along your eyelid. It just adds like a base color for you to start off with. And you just kind of work it in along your crease, just trying to blend it out as much as possible. Next, I'm going for a really light, kind of a white shimmer. And this is like a cool little color palette I got from Sephora for Christmas a few years ago. It has a cool different colors that I use now and then. But just do it right along the inside of your eye and maybe a little bit on the lower part too if you want. And I'm also using the Dusty Rose. It's a bit darker than the other shade that we already put on. And work right along the same area, along the crease and your eyelid, just adding a little bit more depth. For the next color, I'm actually using just a dusty gray from the same little palette. I always seem to like the pinks and the grays together. They seem to go really well, but you just have to make sure that you blend it over and over and over so you get a smooth transition. Next, just out of the palettes that you already have, try and find a nice white. And this you're going to use on a smaller brush just right underneath your eyebrow, just to add a little bit of a highlight. Not too much, but it's always good to add a little bit lighter color if you're adding a darker eyeshadow. Then for my eyeliner, like I do in most of my videos, I am using the liquid eyeliner. It's always been my favorite. I actually use the e.l.f. brand because I like the tip the most. It's the smallest, so you can get a better cat eye with a more pointy tip. I apologize, it's really hard to film these. I'm having to use a separate mirror for this part. But I will definitely post another video soon that's maybe a bit more close up. Next for the mascara, I'm using CoverGirl. This is the brand and the brush style that I've used for so many years. I like it because it brushes out your eyelashes and you don't get that clumpy look. So just take your time when applying it. Just do it slowly so you don't put on too much at once. Otherwise, they won't look natural and it kind of clumps together, which isn't really the best look. Now for the highlight. This seems to be like my funnest part. It's like you put it on, you glow. But anyway, so I'm using this light color and I just go right along the top of my cheekbone. You can use as little as more as you want. It's completely up to you. And I do the tip of my nose, the tip of my lips, and on my chin. And then just get it so it gives you a nice glow. And then go ahead and blend it in just so it's not too strong. For the lips, I'm just using a generic red lip liner. It's not too strong. I try not to give it too much of a harsh line. This is just so you have some definition as to where your lip starts and where your lip ends. The lip color that I'm using today, it's another Drama Queen matte gloss. If you've seen my other videos, there was a purple one that's the same brand. I love this color because it's more of a pink, but it has that matte look, which is sometimes kind of difficult to find. And it also stays on pretty well, I found out. But you just go ahead and work it in on your lips. Just follow your natural line, and there you go. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you could please like or comment below, that would be amazing, or leave any ideas for future videos you might want. Thanks.